Letters unsent. I've written you countless letters I never mailed, meticulous compositions of my heart that felt too vulnerable to send. They've accumulated over time, stacked in weathered journals, slipped between novel pages, folded into origami shapes as attempts to soften my admission. Each letter became a private sanctuary where I could pour out everything I longed to say, without fear of reply or interruption. Today, I want to deliver these unsent words to you through this monologue, trusting that my voice can carry the weight of my unspoken truths. In one letter, I described the day you held my hand through a moment of panic, in the middle of a crowded street, with horns blaring and voices shouting. My chest had tightened so severely, I thought I might faint, but you slipped your fingers around mine and whispered, "I'm with you." Your calm presence anchored me. I wrote of the ache that lingered in my chest for hours after, of how I collapsed on the couch later, hand wrapped in yours, feeling the pulse of reassurance. I tried to capture how that single act, simple, silent, felt like a lifeline thrown to a drowning man. In another letter, I recounted the way you danced in the kitchen when your favorite song played unexpectedly on the radio. How your body moved with a language of pure joy, unfiltered and luminous. There you were, under the warm glow of the pendant light, hips swaying, arms tracing arcs in the air. I wrote how I watched you with tears in my eyes, grateful that I could witness such unguarded happiness. Your laughter rang out as you bowed and curtsied mid-step. I tried to capture the way your dance turned an ordinary Tuesday night into a private performance, a celebration of life in its simplest, most fervent form. There are letters filled with gratitude for your kindness to strangers on the subway, offering your seat to someone clutching heavy bags, for the gentle way you care for my dreams, coaxing them into reality with your unwavering belief, for the courageous way you face your own fears, tackling challenges gracefully and emerging stronger. Each line was an attempt to honor those virtues, to etch them into permanence on the page. I wrote of the time you volunteered at that children's shelter, coming home with paint-stained clothes and stories of faces lighting up, stories that made me see compassion in a new light. And there are letters of apology, too, words I wish I'd spoken when I should have. I wrote in one about the night I snapped at you after a long day, frustrated and exhausted, but unable to own the hurt I carried. I regretted the sharp tone in my voice, the clenched jaw, and the tears you shed in quiet hurt. In that letter, I begged for forgiveness. I was too proud to request at the time. I wrote, "I'm sorry for letting my burdens overshadow my love for you. I'll do better." Folding that letter felt like a promise I wasn't yet ready to fulfill openly. Another apology letter described how I failed to listen when you needed me most. That evening when you sat at the kitchen table, head in your hands, wrestling with news that frightened you. I sat across from you, thumb caressing my phone screen, distracted. You tried to tell me your worries, but I brushed them aside, offering quick solutions instead of empathy. In that letter, I poured out my shame. I see you, I hear you, and I'm sorry for not showing it. I tucked that letter in a drawer, but its words stayed alive in my heart, urging me to become a better listener. Every unsent letter stands as a testament to the depth of my love, pages inked with the emotions I sometimes struggle to say aloud. There are love letters that start with "my dearest" and end with "always yours," and others that simply say "thank you" over and over. Some end in exclamation, "You are my greatest adventure." Others trail off as though I could not find adequate words to conclude. All of them share that same desire to bridge the gap between my heart and yours. Today I deliver them to you not as individual pages, but as a single tapestry woven from our shared experiences. I trust that my monologue will carry the echoes of those letters, the comfort of your hand in mine, the sparkle of your every laugh, the quiet sorrow of moments I wished I handled better, and the fierce admiration I hold for the person you are. I hope you feel the sincerity in my voice, the vulnerability I saved only for the page until now. So hear these unsent letters of mine as if they were whispered into your ear. Thank you for seeing me when I was invisible, for loving me when I was flawed, and for standing by me through every storm. I am sorry for the times I failed to honor your heart. I cherish every second we share, every laughter and every sigh. I pledge to speak the truths my letters held, to live the promises they contained. And if ever you find an old, folded note tucked in a book that you never knew I wrote, know that each one was my heart reaching for you across the quiet spaces of our days. In the delivery of these words today, I open the drawer, unfold the papers, and let the unsent letters fly free, so that you may know every hidden piece of me that has always belonged to you.